So what is this channel you speak of?
It sounds like
Yeah.
MTV. Apple TV is launching an all video or all music video channel, or maybe they've already launched it, where they'll also do like countdown shows and interviews, and it's essentially mid to late '90s MTV, right? That's really what it sounds like.
Yeah, yeah.
With the stuff from today, music that's happened today. I'm sure they'll get Zane Lowe involved, all the people that are involved with Apple Music. You're gonna get the cookie cutter questions, but it is what it is, and it's cool. I mean, I'll throw it on if there's nothing on TV and I want to watch today's music videos and see what's out there and find something new.
Yeah, what I was thinking about is like obviously they surveyed the landscape and they felt there was a gap and a need here. So they probably know what they're doing more than I do, but my first thought was who's going to listen, who's going to watch it? Because I almost equate it to like terrestrial radio where it's like I can do that where they spoon feed me stuff, or I can be my own curator and go on Spotify. And then that's from an audio lens. And a video lens, I'll just go on YouTube. You know what I mean?
If you're paying for YouTube, you don't have ads. I don't know if there'll be ads with this. My assumption is if you're paying for Apple TV, similar, no ads. Mm-hmm. Apple TV's, I think, cheaper a month than YouTube is. So there's your alternative as far as if you want to be somebody that does it that way. Now, if you don't care and don't want to pay anything, yeah, YouTube's your bet, right? That's the way you'll watch your videos. And yeah, you'll have to skip through an ad here and there, but who cares? I know we have friends that have paid for YouTube to not have to listen to or watch ads. I make them playlists every week that they don't listen to. That's you, Mike. It's you, Mike, in Texas. But yeah, you're right. That's a good point, because is it really a need right now? The other side of that coin for me is how much does it cost, really?
Yeah. And to answer, to go along with what you're saying, Twan, you still have SiriusXM, right?
Yeah, I'm still rocking the pretty much free from the purchase of the new car.
Free trial. Yeah, so we have it too. Not free, but we pay for it. But that's a different thing because it's more background, right? It's like, radio stations that curated actually makes it easier because it's just sound. But video, you're right. I think it's like you're kind of wanting to be in the control seat a little bit more in terms of the visual aspect of things. So the only way that this is really going to work, and I'm sure Apple's already on top of this, is it's going to have to be, exclusive content. It's got to be.
Yeah.
Right? Stuff that's, there and nowhere else. I got looped in with that Bruce Springsteen, Eddie Vedder, Dave Grohl, exclusive interview. So I signed up for like a free day just to like listen to it and then canceled it.
But I mean, you're right. That's exactly it. It's got to be exclusivity. And I think in the article I read, there would be some, and there already is some with Apple Music, with artists putting stuff out there first.
Yeah.
And it happens with every platform, right? Like, oh, we have this, so come to us. And we're trying to get, Spotify will try to get, they got Rogan and he'll be exclusive there. It's that type of thing. There'll be more and more of that as we go along because they all want a piece of that pie.
Yeah. But what we've talked about in previous episodes too is though this stuff all becomes piratable anyway. So do you really pay? I mean, is it going to dissipate? Is it going to like, self-destruct? You can just find it a day later. So
yeah, it might be something they police though. Like I feel like that's something Apple could and would police if it's exclusive in studio, acoustic little show, or if it's an interview, things like that. They would police that if it showed up on YouTube.
That's true. Yeah, I'm interested to see how it turns out. MTV and VH1 did such a fantastic job before they sold out. But
yeah, I mean, we grew up with it too, right? We grew up with mid to late '90s and watching the Jeremy video, and me staying up late to watch the Nine Inch Nails Closer video. That's just the way it is. It's fun.
But if they brought like the shows like behind the music, if Apple did something like that, I don't know if it would hit the same. But who knows? It would have to be really good. Yeah, I'd check it out, I guess, for nerd reasons alone.
Well, there's plenty of bands and artists and all these things that we've listened to over the years that we don't have it behind the music. Like why wasn't that band bigger, right? I mean, Jesus.
Wow. You are on one tonight, man. I think you're the new Segway
I'm not sure if we're done with the other topic. I'm just throwing that out there.
Just tossing a feel in the water. I did have one more thought about that, which is it's amazing to me in 2020 how many bands still create music videos. And obviously that's because of YouTube. You take YouTube out of the equation, they won't do it. I'm wondering if having this other platform, you may see more of it. But I don't know. I mean, I don't know who would see a video as a result of this Apple channel that they wouldn't have seen otherwise. I don't know.
That's a good
Yeah,
point.
that's a really good point. Yeah, because there's so many bands that pony up that budget for whatever reason to put a music video. So if there's no reason to find it, there's got to be some shows or something like a TRL to showcase these songs. Otherwise, they're just going to get buried, right?
Well, they did talk about doing countdowns and interview type things too. So it won't just be music videos. It'll be very similar to what MTV was doing in the mid to late '90s. From the start to the mid to late '90s.
With less room raiders and
yeah,
Pimp
no
My
real
Ride.
world. Yeah, no real world. No. Although bring back the old road rules. I love that show.
yeah.
A diary, dude. Diary right now during COVID, be sick.
Yeah, no, there was some cool when they went that way. There was some cool TV. It just
It's awesome.
was also
I loved
not
it.
MTV anymore. It was
Right.
reality TV Central. Like, come on, guy.
It was still like working with bands and artists that like still want to kind of
Yeah.
know the story though, so it worked.
Yeah.
Here's a hot take, not even hot take. It's kind of like going back to a previous prediction. Apple launches this service, buys all the iconic venues across the country, and then those become the Apple venues or whatever. And then these shows, exclusive concerts coming through this Apple TV music service are kind of
I can
under
see
the
that.
umbrella of these
Yeah.
venues only. They just
You're
keep
thinking
buying.
like COVID related, like where so Apple buys the House of Blues in Boston, and they don't
Mhm.
they have maybe 20 people in there, but the rest of it's live streamed to us, so we can
Only.
watch the show. Yep,
Exclusive.
through Apple. Yeah, yep.
Yep.
I think that's not a bad idea.
It's a bad idea.
Well, I
But-
mean, yes, but I mean, I can see it happening. I don't want it. I don't want it to happen, but I can see it
Yeah.
happening.
It's a good idea. It's a bad idea for nerdery. Those venues will just
Yeah.
say Apple.
They're flush with cash. Like they have reserves on the sidelines, and they could do this. In what better time from their perspective to do it when these venues are on the fritz, when they
We're
can
gonna
get
stop
them.
talking about this right now, so they stop getting ideas.
Yeah. All right, we're done. Yeah.
No, you're right though. You're right. And somebody tweeted the other day, YouTube, I think, which is Google, tweeted the other day like some of your favorite artists came up in independent venues, and I was like, change some of it. It's all of them. They all started there. I mean, it's very, very, very rare that you had somebody go straight to one of those cookie cutter big ass venues. They all started. They cut their teeth at an independent bar or a restaurant or what. You know what I mean? Like some. Fuck you, YouTube.
Who are you, YouTube? Get out of here.
They're Google. Yeah, they're Google.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
what
it's the
their,
AI.
in their what alphabet? Isn't that them?
Yep. Yeah, AI. Google's not human. It doesn't know. Doesn't know what's going
It's
on.
listening to us right now, though, so I
I know,
probably
so now
shouldn't
it
have
knows.
said "fuck you."
Now it knows. Ooh, now you said fuck. Now it's gonna try to kill you later.
Yeah, well, whatever.
Terminator style.
It is what it is.
You're pouring a beer. It is.
Yeah, exactly. I got feelings, and I'm gonna tell you how I feel. I mean, that's why we get microphones on.